Congressman Tracey Mann. If you'd like to stay up to date on what I'm working on in Congress or want to request constituent services such as Capitol tours, please visit my website at man.house.gov. If you're a resident of the Big First District wishing to express your thoughts or concerns, please press 1. Hi, this is Congressman Tracey Mann from Kansas Big First District. Thank you for contacting my Washington, D.C. office. I appreciate your taking the time to reach out and share your thoughts with me. I am unable to answer your call right now, but please leave your name, number.
Congressman Mann, how may I help you?
Hello, sir. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, this is Adrian.
Hey, Adrian. Bonjour. My name is Tyler Stute. I'm a U.S. Army veteran and American Indian veteran with the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa, and I'm from Delphus, Kansas. And I'm also a child's rights advocate affiliated with organizations such as Epstein Justice, Mom and Dad Army, and Try for Children. I'm calling because I and thousands of others have grave concerns about Congressman Mann's failure to act on ending child trafficking in the United States. His voting record only scratches the surface, and his office has been silent or evasive when asked to take bold legislative or investigative action. Why has Representative Mann taken over $62,000 from AIPAC, a lobbying organization representing a foreign government, without registering that relationship under the FARA, as required of foreign lobbyists and their congressional partners?
So I can't answer that because it's political, and that has to do with campaigning issues. So as a government employee, I am not legally allowed to answer that question, sir.
Roger. Why is his office prioritizing foreign lobbying interests over American children's safety?
Again, I don't believe
Roger.
you are.
What specific legislation has he introduced, not just voted on, to end child trafficking, including illicit pedophile networks, cartel pipelines, foster care loopholes, and government-funded NGOs?
Give me one second. Let me find some information.
Doing some research. We've done the multiple times we voted for the Human Trafficking Act that helps sanction this issue. We voted multiple times on it.
Oh, Roger, that's not my question. I said, what legislation has he written and introduced? Anything?
I can't think of anything off the top of my mind.
I didn't think so. Okay, next one. Does the congressman still believe in the Constitution and the moral directive to protect the vulnerable, or is he bought out and paid for by foreign special interests?
The congressman definitely believes in the Constitution.
Okay. But not protecting children. Okay. What does $62,000 from AIPAC buy?
Excuse me?
What does $62,000 from AIPAC buy exactly?
Again, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Roger.
It has to do with campaigning issues. And
okay.
As a government office, I am not legally allowed to answer that question.
Roger. Is he willing to publicly denounce foreign lobbying money and return those funds to maintain moral credibility?
Sorry, say that again? You cut out.
Is he willing to publicly denounce foreign lobbying money and return those funds to maintain moral credibility?
Again, you're talking about lobbying, and that's more on the political campaign side, sir.
Okay, moral issues interrupted. Okay. Introduce legislation to require FARA registration for all foreign-funded PACs, including AIPAC, CCP, front groups, and WEF-linked organizations. Co-sponsor or lead legislation for federal-level investigations into elite child trafficking, including connections between NGOs, DHS, and offshore havens like the Epstein network. Will you get behind this?
Hello?
Will Representative Mann introduce legislation to require FARA registration for all foreign-funded PACs, including AIPAC, CCP, front groups, and WEF-linked organizations? Will he co-sponsor or lead in legislation for federal-level investigations into elite child trafficking, including connections between NGOs, DHS, and offshore havens like Epstein's network?
So I hear your support on that one. I will be sure to let him know about this one, sir.
Okay. I've been trying to do that for the last 2 years, and I haven't gotten a response back. Will he support or initiate a congressional hearing on the U.S. government's failure to combat internal trafficking pipelines, especially via the foster care system, the open border, that's the only child trafficking that I know you guys support, the entertainment industry, or lobbyist protections?
Again, this is
Roger.
one that I would definitely pass along to the congressman so he knows the concern.
Okay. Your office has claimed you voted on bills against child trafficking. Voting on performative bills is not leadership. Initiating legislation and holding corrupt agency accountable is. What bills has Representative Mann actually authored or demanded hearings for that would lead to direct arrests or shutdowns of trafficking operations?
I wouldn't be able to answer that at the moment. I'd have to do research.
Roger. Is he willing to meet with grassroots advocates and survivors such as those from Shared Hope International, EpsteinJustice.com, Mom and Dad Army, or hear real world testimonies from child trafficking survivors?
I mean, we've met with you before.
I'm not a child trafficking survivor.
We'd be happy to meet with them if that's something we can set up in the future.
Okay. Well, I'd like to let you know that this message was recorded for official constituent record. If I don't receive a timely and transparent response from Congressman Mann's office, I'll be escalating this to the public forums, including press outlets and survivor-led organizations. We are documenting these failures, and silence will not protect the complicit. There are only two paths forward: repentance and accountability, or exposure and political judgment. The world is waking up, and Yahweh's eyes are on those who protect or harm his children. Final thing, will Congressman Mann's office commit to pledge to an independent investigation into the Jeffrey Epstein network? Yes or no?
I'm not authorized to make that decision, sir.
Roger. Well, you got my email address, you got all my contact information, Adrian. I remember you telling me you were a veteran that, I remember when I took an oath, I swore some values to protect all our constituents, our people, foreign and domestic, that are around this world. And it doesn't seem like this office wants to protect American values or the American people. I would love to be proven wrong, and I will wait for your response.
All right, sir. Have a good day.
You too.